All right. Here we go. Welcome to my first presentation. I made this presentation on Canva.com, totally free. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I usually just use PowerPoint growing up, but this is animated and you can record on it. It's pretty cool and easy to use. Canva.com. You might want to check that out. I'm hovering down here in the uh, bottom right corner of the screen. Well, of my screen, the bottom left corner of your screen or whatever, but because feels strange to be centered like this, so I'm just gonna hang out here in the corner, you know. Anyway, here's my presentation here. So, can I try to launch your career? By Anthony Alvaro. That's me. All right, let's get into it, huh? This is quick, so don't worry. Welcome to my dream. So since I've been in college, it was my dream to build a record label. Since then, I moved into e-commerce, and then I moved into, writing some music videos and doing a couple of shows. None of these things worked out by themselves. I was never successful in any one of these things on an individual level. So finally, what I decided to do here is put all of them together in one thing. So here we have records, pictures, entertainment, e-commerce. Can you be a part of all four? So what do I want to do? I want to sell your merch. I want to sell your show. I want to sell your music. I want to sell your music videos. You know? So you might have a question like, wait a minute. I don't have any of those things. What will you do? What am I going to do? Okay. Okay. So I want to design your merch. I choreograph your show. I write your music. Now, you might say, well, I write my own music. I'm an artist. I reached out to you. I know you're an artist. You probably wrote your own music. But if you want to write new music, we can work on that together. Or if you just want to write your own music, that's cool. We can get it recorded. If you have it recorded, that's cool. We can try to book it. If you don't want to do shows, that's fine. We can try to sell it on. We can try to distribute it or publish it or whatever. If you don't. Anyway, that's just one piece of the puzzle. So let's not get hung up on the music, even though that's probably where it all started for all of us. Anyway. Music videos can be expensive. I wrote a music video and the budget was about $2,000 without paying anybody. That was just for merchandising. Not for merchandising. That was just for costumes, car rentals, location rentals, things like that. And that was bare minimum. So if I paid everyone, it would be $4,000 to $5,000 just for a 4-minute music video. So I don't have $4,000, $5,000 to spend on 3.5 minute music video. Anyway, but do you think that if we sold merch, sold shows, and sold music, we could reinvest that into a good music video that cost $5,000? Maybe. Anyway, let's get on to the next part here. So I'm an artist. I don't need to write my music. Let's record your music. Build your website. We want to build you a website. Just a little simple landing page. You might have one of your own. We can use that too. I'd like to build a new one that we can collaborate on. You can edit. You can delete it at any time, but I'd like to have access to it. That way I can update it whenever I want. Sort of as your pitching portfolio. I want to use this website as a first point of contact whenever I reach out to the people that I want to reach out to regarding your career or potential career. I want to pitch your show. If you don't want to play live, that's fine. We can skip that. There's a lot of things. That's why we have to focus on a lot of things. You can design your merch. Want to put it on a store with other people on the roster's merch. That way we can have an online shopping mall where all of our merch is in the same place. Because I have merch. I don't sell shit, right? You might have made merch, print on demand. You probably didn't sell shit. That's why we're talking. But if all of our merch was together on the same store, and this store was linked to all of our points of contact, these people might find that it's more interesting to look at a merch mall than a merch store, because then you might wonder, well, whose merch is this? What are they doing? What's their career? Where are they located? By the way, we're California only. No, we're not doing anything outside of California. So I'm going to put you on our roster. So the key points of our deal is this. It's non-exclusive, which means that just because you're working with us doesn't mean that you can not work with anyone else. There's no non-compete agreement, which means if you get a better offer or a worse offer or a similar offer or you're doing other things, it's none of our business. What do you do in your own? It's non-exclusive. We're not trying to lock you in something like that. Basically, the point of our deal is to all right. So the deal's non-exclusive. So it's limited to California only. We're not going to be working in New York. We're not going to be working in Nashville. We're not going to be working in Arizona. We're not going to be, we might consider going to Japan. We might consider going overseas to the West if that's possible in the future. But we're not. I don't. We're not moving eastward into the other parts of the country. We're not trying to expand horizontally. We're trying to expand vertically. You know. One another key point of our deal is that I'm open-minded. If you have ideas, we can talk. We can work on all of this stuff. Most of this framework is malleable. Most of the framework doesn't even exist. I'm open-minded. It's not my way or the highway. It could be, but if I go my way or the highway, then that's my way to go. You can always just go your own way. Anyway, I wonder if that sounds good. I'm not sure. Let's see what's next. This current offer here. We're looking at shows. We're looking at merchandising. We're looking at music videos, which are very expensive. So let's not get hung up on that now. We could make some, small music videos. Like you guys have music videos, that only cost $100 or were free. You did with your friends. That's great. But we're talking about our music videos are looking to be like industry music videos. We're looking to make a high quality music videos to submit and use as to go to we're not necessarily for consumers, but more or less for your career to use on your portfolio or we're not planning to pitch this stuff directly to consumers. For example, we won't be out there doing consumer marketing. We're not going to put your ad on the TV. We might try to get you in touch with a company who can put your ad on the TV, or we might try to get you in touch with a company who can put your music on the radio, or we might try to get you in touch with a company that can put your music video on there whatever. But we're not going directly to the consumer. We're going directly to we're going to corporate. We're trying to build a private network here. So we're not trying to build a public network. We're not trying to build a big social media following. We're not building a LinkedIn. We're not building anything actually, because we're not. We have a private network that we're going to try and tie into the existing infrastructure in California. Music distribution, we'll look into that. I'm sure you guys have heard of CD Baby or DistroKid or what's that, United Masters. Those are great. I don't know how much you guys are getting paid. I have no idea. I don't want to own your music. I know everyone talks about that. Don't get worked up about the seriousness of that. I'm honestly just trying to launch a career here. Mine and yours as well. So, because what would I do with your music anyway? I don't know. So our approach is this: we have industry focused exposure. We're focusing ourselves on the industry. So if you guys have seen those people who pop off on TikTok, that's one way to launch a career. You might have heard of the Island Boys. I'm not sure if you guys have ever had a hit or if you guys gained a fan base from that. Chances are you probably haven't. If you have, then you probably wouldn't be here talking to me. Or you can just close this because you probably don't need me. Or if you have that, and you just want some infrastructure, I would recommend going to someone who, if everyone declined you, then we can work together, honestly. But we're focused more on industry. We're focused more on existing infrastructure, which is known as industry. We're going to focus on the quality of work. We're not focusing on the quantity of views. We're not going to be posting stuff here to get views. All right, we're going to be trying to build a career here. We're not trying to make a hit. We're trying to build a career. I'm trying to set up a long-term career. Our network deals with corporations rather than consumers. We want to reinvest into your career. That will build our career by reinvesting into your career. The whole point of our corporation is to build your career that makes our existence relevant. If your career doesn't exist, then neither does ours, neither does mine. And then I might have to give up and do something else, which I've already done that a million times. Does it sound good? I don't know. It probably doesn't sound great, but open-minded here. These are my final thoughts. We do not market on social media. I'll not be trying to pitch your work to consumers. You can do that if you want. Instead, I'll be trying to pitch you to industry corporations. Our private network works from the top down. We're not trying to build a career from the ground up. Any questions? Okay. Well, I hope you like my presentation. It's been a little bit over 10 minutes, so that's a little bit too long. I don't want to go any longer than that. Here's my phone number. Write it down. Call me if you want, and let's see if we can get something moving.